morning, welcome to day 30 of your daily wellness. Today we are doing Thunderbolt pose, fly away. So a nice twist, a nice grounding pose and a nice bit of strengthening through the legs as well. So you don't need a massive amount of space today. I've just got a kind of half a mat's width or a little bit more, and you don't even need a mat. We're not doing anything particularly grippy. So to begin today, we're just going to come down into a kneeling pose and take a moment to lengthen up tall. If you need to, you can sit on a block here, take a bit of the pressure out of the knees, or if you're particularly tight, through the front of the legs. And often here we get this kind of arch, so we want to tuck it in and find the alignment there. You'll feel a bit more activation through the legs and through the core when you find that alignment. Breathing deep into the belly. And take a moment to settle in to the here and now. Every time the thoughts come, let them drift away with your breath as you exhale and come back to the sensation in your body. Notice the sensation through the top of the feet all the way down the shins, that contact with the earth. Maybe a bit of stretch through the front of the legs. And notice this inclination, this want to lean forward and let the arch happen. So having to keep just that little bit of more integrity through the core. Feel the chest lift as you inhale, the belly expand and contract as you exhale. Notice the shoulders start to get heavy and slip away from the ears, creating that length, or adding that length not only through the spine but up through the neck as well. And then we're just going to gently turn and gaze over your left shoulder. And then we turn and gaze over the right shoulder. And then as we come back over the left shoulder, the right hand's going to slide to the outside of the left knee. Left hand's just going to slide around the lower back. Take a few breaths here. And maybe you don't quite reach the knee, maybe you're up here on the thigh or just on the leg, that's fine. And then we untwist, and the same, the opposite direction. Right hand comes around the lower back, left hand comes to the outside of the leg. Good, bring it back to center. This time as we come around, we're going to keep the hands on the waist. And notice the difference here. We're not going as far because we're not using the hands to help push. So we're simply trying to use your core to bring you around. Elbows side to side. Imagine reaching through your elbows. More activation through the core. Feel that activation through the hips. Come back through center and take the twist on the other side. Again, reach away through the elbows. Good, bring it back to center. Take the knees wide, and we're just going to relax down in a child pose. So just getting into the hips a little bit. Arms can be stretched out if you want to have the space for that. Otherwise, they can just relax in front of the head. Try and lengthen the tailbone back. Trying to bring the shoulder blades together in the upper back. Almost now, we're almost trying to bring a little arch through the lower back. It won't necessarily arch, but it just stops this hunch from happening. Good. Bring the hands back up. From there, take the hands out diagonally to one side and sink down just inside of the knee. Starting to open up the sides of the body, open up through the hip, take it through center and across to the other side. So when we come into a twist, it's not just a simple case of stretching the muscles that come around. We want to get down into the opposite hip and right up into the shoulder so that the twist can come really start off from every vertebra in the spine, not just from these few in the middle. We want to get the twist working all the way down. Good. From here, I want you to place your hands on the floor as you tuck your, come onto your toes. Take a moment to feel that grounding through the toes. Press the balls of the feet into the floor. Maybe come right up onto the top, stretch out through the feet. If you've got the space, you can come down onto the heels. You can use a block or something under the heels here to give you a bit of space. We're just kind of working on grounding here, waking up the feet, stretching out the feet. Good, and then from there, use your hands to support to begin with. As you lift the tailbone up, the heels come down, you come into your forward fold. Feet can be about hip distance or shoulder distance or somewhere in between. Take a moment, allow your knees to bend and fold over. Take in what you need from your forward fold. So if you're particularly tight through the hamstrings, maybe you want to straighten the legs and allow the body to release over to really get into the back of the legs. If you're feeling tight in your lower back, then bending the legs more and allowing that release over again through the upper body will bring the stretch more into your back. And then walk the hands around to one side. Keep the feet grounded, pressing into both feet equally. Walk them around to the other side. Good. Bring them into the middle as you inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bring it all the way up. Good. From here, bring a little soft bend to the knees, reaching the arms up. As you exhale, we're going to twist to the right, bend the knees so that we don't twist the whole body. So you want to keep the hips tucked under, hips facing forwards as the arms come left to right. Or side to side. Inhale up. Exhale. Again, inhale up. Create length. Feel that tuck under of the tailbone. Weights in the heels. One more on each side. Reach them up. Carve a line down the middle as you come into your forward fold. Bring the feet a little closer together. So maybe the balls of the big toes meet but the heels stay apart, or they can be just an inch or two apart. Halfway lift. Keep the spinal alignment of your halfway lift as we start to send the tailbone down. Reach the arms forwards into chair pose. So we're not hunching, shoulders are pulled back together. No arch in the lower back. We're trying to lengthen the spine as we bring the sit bones down, reach forwards and then reach up. Big inhale and reach, hold for 3, 2, 1, and then we release over into your forward fold. Good. From here, bend your left leg. Drop your right fingertips to the floor. We're going to reach the left fingertips up to the sky. Good, and release it down. Bend the right leg, left fingertips to the floor. Take the right fingertips up to the sky. Good, release it down. As you inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, reach the arms forwards. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And fold. Chair pose. Fold. One more time of each. halfway lift. Fold, chair. Ooh. Don't fall over like I almost just did. And fold. From there we roll it up. Take a moment, take a little wiggle out, a little release off. Taking the feet a little wider. So towards the edges of your mat, turn the toes out. Good. So again, we're going to come down towards the squat. You can bring the fingertips to the floor and lift up onto the toes. And we're just going to take a little walk one side and then the other. You can leave the heels down if you've got the space for that. You can place blocks under the heels as we find some stillness. Bring the elbows to the inside of the knees, start to lengthen through the spine. Find that grounding through the feet and the integrity through your back. Good. Release hands down. Once again, bring it up to your forward fold. Walk the feet in. Take a moment to release over. And this time, bring the heels together, the toes together, the knees together as we bend. And start to come into our seat. Belly on thighs for a few beats here. Feel this squeeze through the legs, activation through the legs, the feet stabilizing you. Every toe, the base of the feet pressing into the floor. And then release into your forward fold. Good. One more time. Bend the knees, belly to thighs. Find that length through your spine. Hands can be on the floor, they can just be on the waist, they can be wherever you need them to be for a few moments, starting to feel that squeeze through the legs. And then release into your forward fold. Now, as we come into our Thunderbolt, if you feel particularly wobbly with your feet together, because bringing them to the midline will make you wobble a bit more, you can take them apart a little bit. Ideally, we want to keep them together so we can keep this connection through the legs, this zipping up, this kind of coming together, almost like one strong leg coming down. But if you do need to for the wobble, then feel free to take them apart. Okay, coming into your forward fold. Bend the knees, send the tailbone back. As if we're coming into chair pose, so we're going to send the tailbone back and start to lift up a little through the spine, so we're not quite on belly to thigh. Take the arms out side to side, and we rotate, right arm down to the floor, left arm up to the sky. Now, you won't probably get all the way around because this will start to happen through the legs. So we want to keep them together. Release it down. Take them out, other way. Again, ideally, both knees together. What we don't want is for one leg to straighten more than the other to bring you into it. Release it down, forward fold. Good, again bend the knees. This time we come into it, right hand, fingertips on the floor. Left hand, imagine we're pulling a bow as we come up, across the chest and reach. And then maybe we lift off. Maybe we keep them on the floor. Good, release it down. Take a little breather. Bend down, left fingertips on the floor. Imagine pulling that bow, elbow comes up, reach it up. Maybe the fingertips come off the floor, maybe they don't. And release it down. Okay, so last effort, we're going to try on this one to actually sit down into it a little bit more. So rather than getting the upper body right across, we're going to come up with the upper body at an angle, get your glutes down a little bit. halfway between when we were doing these standing ones and just now. So take a little moment, take a little wiggle of your imaginary tail. Sit back into it like a chair pose. From your chair pose, send them left to right. 3, 2, 1. Bring it into middle, straight to the other side, left to right. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Bring it through the middle, release it down. Take a little wiggle out through the feet, a little wiggle of your imaginary tail. And roll it up to standing. For a moment, a little bit of bouncing up on the heels. Feel that release through your body and then find stillness. Maybe your eyes drift closed or maybe they stay open. Notice the sensations in your body, the heat that we've created. And then maybe the eyes stay closed as we send the hips over to one side. Hands on the waist. And over to the other side. And then maybe a bit each way. And then the other. Back and forth. Stepping it maybe a little bit wider as we go for some of those figure of eights that we've done already. So drawing a loop one side and then the other. Releasing anything through the legs, through the back. Change in direction. Good, and then keep the legs wide, open out, palms out, this receiving gesture. Take a few breaths. Notice how your body feels, notice where your mind is at. Now is a good time to continue if you want to continue your practice and do something else. Otherwise, we will end it there. We'll see what we've got for tomorrow's yoga. Okay, so tomorrow we have seated two-legged forward fold. So for this one, you may want a strap. If you don't have a strap, you can use a towel or anything really that you can wrap around the legs and hold on to your feet for, just to help give you something to hold on to, a little bit of sort of push through the feet and pull through the arms. But if you don't have anything, don't worry, you can do it without. We can just use the core, rest the hands on the legs. So thank you for joining me. Namaste, and I will see you again tomorrow for your next dose of daily wellness.